Hello everybody, I'm here today at the Palatine Farmers Market in Palatine, Illinois. Beautiful little farmers market. It's still a little early in the day, but there are a couple of familiar faces that we're gonna take a little trip to see around. Good morning everybody, I am here at the Palatine Farmers Market with Peter Gruby. Say hi to the camera, Peter.
Hello there, happy to be here.
You came back to this farmer's market. You actually got out of farmer's markets and came back for this one.
This market is that good. They asked for me back and I couldn't resist.
Nice. And this is a cold morning, the first morning in autumn. It's 50 degrees and there are people here, which is remarkable in and of itself. Peter, what's the highlight of this market for you?
Just the energy from the customers. They're all, they really care where their food's coming from. They come back week to week, and it's just great to know the people that buy my food, and I get to hear about what recipes they're using and good feedback. So that really gets me up in the morning to come here every Saturday.
That's awesome. And really, it does take effort. I've done farmers markets before. It takes effort to get out of bed on a Saturday morning.
Absolutely, yeah. I wake up at 3:30, and then I get here around like 5:30, and we're set up by 6:30, and customers come at about 6:35. So
That's awesome. Well, thanks again, Peter, for doing this quick little video for me, and we look forward to having you on the show again.
Absolutely. I can't wait. Maybe a tour in the next few weeks.
It'll be awesome. Thanks again.
Thank you.
I'm here at the farmers market in Palatine with Bobby. You're the market manager.
Yes, I am today.
Tell me a little bit about the farmers market. How did you get involved in it?
Sister Cities of Palatine is an organization. Our sister city is in Fontenay-le-Comte, which is on the Atlantic side of France. And our farmers market used to be run by the village of Palatine, and about 4 or 5 years ago, the Sister Cities organization took it over. And so we raise money through our raffle, which is, we have a basket. We raise money every week, and that money goes towards civic functions. For example, 3 years ago was the 150th birthday of Palatine, and so what we did was we purchased 4, and you could go over there and see them later, 4 sets of concrete benches so that people could purchase food at the farmer's market and go sit down. And then that was about $12,000, and then we donated them to Palatine. We have also sponsored, we sponsor groups that go to Fontenay and other civic things.
That's really neat. This is a beautiful farmers market.
Yes, it is. We're very proud.
In fact, Peter and I were just talking that this has, because we both have market experience, all of the little details that make a good farmers market work. From having parking, which is always a necessity, to
right.
the coffee shop nearby, and really just a good mix of vendors. I mean, we have cheese, pickles, vegetables, fruit,
Knife sharpeners, bread.
That's really an unsung hero of farmers markets. I find that when a knife sharpener is there, that really is a key indicator of how many people come to the farmers market.
Yes, and our knife sharpener has been certified to sharpen kosher knives. She is also certified to sharpen knives for beauticians.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
That's really interesting.
Yes, so if we have a lot of beauticians that come here early on a Saturday morning to get their knives, to get their scissors, their shears for cutting hair, they get them sharpened here. Otherwise, it's very expensive for them to get them sharpened.
Yeah, I mean, and that's, again, a detail that you don't normally think of is, yes, beauticians have to have their scissors sharpened.
Right, and they know that they can come to the Palatine Farmers Market and Amanda will take care of them, which is really, really nice. And all of our farmers, our market requires that all of our farmers are local. The most local we have is Arlington Crest. They're actually in Palatine, and so it's about 15 minutes from here. And that's where he grows most of his produce, is about 15 minutes. You can't get much more local than 15 minutes.
No, really, you can't. I mean,
yeah.
And again, it's the local flavor that makes a market work.
And most of our vendors, we do food vendors. And all of our vendors have to have picked everything no more than 24 hours before it is brought to the market here.
Thank you so much, Bobby.
Well,
This is a
thank
beautiful
you.
farmers market.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for willing to be on our little show here.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm here with Jake Petrie, and tell me a little bit about Jake's Artisan Grilled Cheese.
Well, originally it was Cottage Bread's grilled cheese, and I made sandwich for them here at the farmers market. And then early this summer, like around the end of June, I was offered to buy the business off of them because it was just too much work for them to maintain with their other markets on Saturdays. So I took the opportunity, and I've been here ever since.
That's awesome. How old are you?
I'm 17 years old.
That is incredible. It's always nice to see a young entrepreneur working here at the farmers market.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I wouldn't trade it for anything else.
I'm curious because I can't say as I'm an aficionado of grilled cheese, but what makes the perfect grilled cheese for you?
Definitely the bread. You can get by with any kind of cheese, but if you don't have a good bread, it's not going to be a good sandwich.
And do I understand correctly, you get bread from Caddick across the way?
Yeah, so my bread's from Cottage Breads, which is right across the way from me. The cheese is from the Cheese People, garlic's from right next door, and I can get tomatoes from the Michigan people at the market as well.
That's awesome. So it's really kind of it is the finished product for all the food that's here at the market.
Yeah, it's a good combination of all the best ofs.
Well, thank you very much for letting us talk to you, Jake.
All right, thanks for stopping by.
We're here at Talking Doris Day at the Palatine Farmers Market with Marge. Marge Dewar, you started this farmers market back in the day. When did you start the market?
July 1991. My neighbor called me because she was looking for a tomato that tasted like a tomato. She said, we're in the middle of Illinois, it's the middle of July, and you cannot get a tomato that tastes like a tomato. So we went to farmers markets, saw what we liked about them, saw what we didn't, learned a lot, and started a market with 6 vendors.
And how many are here now?
30.
30, from 6 to 30. That's a really good ratio of improvement.
Yes, that's right.
And it has, I was talking with a couple of other people around here, you have a great mixture of vendors here, which is part of what makes a farmer's market work.
It's important. This is the livelihood of these farmers. And so it needs to be good for them, productive for them, worth their while, to come here and to grow their produce, to pick their produce. But one thing I really like to reference is one of the council members at the village said, you're just competing with our grocery stores. And I said, Jack, you're absolutely right. We cannot compete with grocery stores. So we put in a rule that the farmer has to be the vendor, and the farmer has to pick his produce within 24 hours of the market.
And that improves the quality of the food people are buying.
Right. That's right.
In so many different levels. It makes it real.
Yes. And the customer can ask the vendor anything they want to know, and the vendor knows because he grew it.
Wonderful transparency.
Or she, we should say.
Or she. Thank you so much for
Good
being
to
on the
talk
show
to you.
here.
I'm so glad that you're with us, Terrence.
And thank you for starting this market. It's beautiful.
It is. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I am here with my plunder, as it were. I've got flowers, I've got bread, and an incredible grilled cheese sandwich. If you get a chance, be sure to come to the Palatine Farmers Market. We're winding down in the season, but it's worth the visit.